The first thing you need to know about productivity is that it is a practice. It is a skill that anyone can develop, and it is something that we can build into as a habit for lifelong learning. this is, there's no limit. There is no limit to how productive we can be. I live and breathe productivity, and I am still improving my productivity skills on an ongoing basis. It is a continuous journey that really builds on itself. So what we are going to go over today includes some very actionable steps that you can take and some very important mindset shifts as well. You'll get the opportunity to put all of this together into the productivity action plan, a very strategic action plan. But I really want you to know at this point that productivity, the way I teach it, is an ongoing practice. Now, this also means that you do not have to try to do all of the things all at once, right away. You don't have to implement everything immediately. Think of this more as a repeated pursuit and continuing education of your professional excellence. You probably think of productivity through the way that it is traditionally taught in our society. If you have taken any other trainings on productivity, or if you have read books on time management and productivity hacks, then you will be familiar with the traditional methodology. For example, this idea of waking up really early in the morning and not taking a break until it's time to go home from work at the end of the day. You might think of this as the productive people who arrive at the office before dawn, leave after dinner hours, don't take lunch breaks, go to the office every weekend, all of that kind of thing. Another example of productivity, as you probably know it, is toxic hustle culture, right? Keep hustling, keep grinding, I'll sleep when I'm dead. This is the concept that your worth and your value are measured by how much work you can do. Which leads very nicely into our third example here of prioritizing and glorifying busy work. These are the tasks that make us feel important and busy, right? But in reality, they are not furthering our goals. They are pushing things around and going in circles without making real progress. This is the act of doing work for the sake of work and not analyzing whether it is useful or even necessary. Toxic hustle culture thrives when we glorify busy work. Here's the thing. Traditional approaches to productivity are not efficient. They actually waste a ton of time. Traditional approaches to productivity also do not take your unique situation into account. They were designed by gurus who have a very specific lifestyle without accounting for other people's situations, backgrounds, goals, work-life balance, interests, mental health, and so on. Hustle culture is extremely one-dimensional. And frankly, traditional approaches to productivity are not remotely sustainable. They lead to a lot of burnout, unhappiness, stress, overwork, overwhelm, exhaustion, decrease in work quality, and missed deadlines. In other words, the problem with traditional approaches to productivity is that they don't actually work. They're not actually productive. And that's why we are here today. There is a better way to approach productivity so that it supports you. True productivity, healthy productivity, sustainable productivity that actually works and supports you is rooted in energy management. Think about it. It doesn't matter how many corners you cut and how much time you can save if you are then too tired to make good use of that extra time or to really enjoy it. We want to make sure that your energy levels are very stable and that you can actively increase your energy when you find that it's starting to take a little bit of a nosedive.